Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as the Zunist Zunbils. In the last episode, a kind of funny thing happened in that the Zunist satrap here, who was previously under Punjab, became independent. So we were looking at conquering him later, but he had a holy war declared on him by this duke here. So we have joined his war defensively to help him resist that attempted conquest, mostly so that we can conquer him ourselves later. Or, who knows, maybe this will actually increase his opinion of us enough that he'll be willing to accept a peaceful vassalization. We'll see. We are taking back this holding right now. We're also simultaneously fighting off a Buddhist uprising, which we have won one battle against, which should be enough to stall them for the moment, and we're also trying to take this county from Rajputana, which actually I have just noticed is in the process of being sieged back by them and their allies. We'll have to go down and deal with that at some point as well. But we're doing pretty well in this war at 82%, so we should be able to safely ignore that for at least a little while here. So we'll finish this one siege here, we'll probably go fight his army again, and then maybe go take care of the religious uprising. We'll see how it goes. Not sure what the best order of operations here is. It would be nice if our allies in Varna would be able to raise some troops and help us out, but unfortunately this county is entirely sieged and this county has an enemy army parked on it, so it's understandable that they can't. They could at least send these 200 troops over, but apparently they're not interested in doing that for some reason. Okay, so we took back the top holding. We'll go fight this army now and then come back to siege some more. Fortunately, this whole time the Buddhist uprising is losing troops to, I am assuming, siege events. My liege, please listen to me. That man you were so fond of is no more than a treacherous, despicable snake. Satrap Yusuf tried to convince me to be more careful about my friends. So we can have our opinion of this chief lowered, or have our opinion of the satrap lowered. I guess we'll have our opinion of the chief lowered. Okay, so we need to get these people some educations. Kohistan is pretty unhappy with me. He is apparently not in any factions though, we just have the two factions still. Okay, losing more sieges down here. We'll have to probably... yeah, we're gonna have to disband and re-raise our troops before we go back down here to deal with this, because our army has been somewhat depleted. My daughter became an amateurish plotter. See if we can get any alliances. Suppose we could marry her to one of our vassal satraps, which would give us opinion bonuses with them as well. This one is 13. And strong, incidentally. Yeah, maybe we'll do that, make sure that he has a good opinion of us. Okay, so one more holding to take back here. In fact, let's just assault this because it has only 88 defenders. So we've gotten his war up to 44%, and his enemy is down to 800 troops to his 800-ish, if he would bring these 200 over. Maybe we'll take out a few of these little armies first. Or just go and start sieging his capital, maybe. So we had more Buddhists join the ongoing uprising. That is pretty unfortunate. Okay, so I think we No, we really should fight this army. I think we might have to raise mercenaries to deal with these Buddhists now. Well, we might not have to, but it will be the quickest and easiest way. So we've been sent a preacher that is going to help with our finances. I'm not sure if any of these other prisoners are contributing war score to any other wars, so we may just hold off on ransoming any of them for the moment. We can catch this army, that would be great. Okay. So we're going to leave this guy alone to fight his war for the moment. We have taken out his enemy's army a couple of times, so in fact we're going to probably catch this fragment of it over here as well. Ooh, we got 10,000 troops against us in this other war. Maybe we'll just white peace this one, if we can. I'm a little worried about the religious revolt. So yeah, I think it's better to white peace this one. I don't know, we'd probably have time to take that back eventually. No, let's just play it safe and white peace it. It pains me to do it, but I think we probably made the right decision. Combat is the best teacher. We have become a more proficient commander, so we're now a brilliant strategist. That is really good. That is an extra +3 martial and 2 other traits as well. I guess we get +1 more intrigue and stewardship. Pretty good. So I'm going to disband my army here. And re-raise it. Okay, that leaves us with... how many troops? 7,000 to the 7,000 of the Buddhist army. I think we will go ahead and raise a band of mercenaries. We do have the money for it, so I guess it's not the worst thing that ever happened. 2,400 is probably a good amount. Let's see if we can get the armies out of here safely. Here. And I want to keep an eye on this guy's war as well. He is 70% in his favor and is getting ticking war score for controlling the entire war goal. And he hopefully will have his enemy outnumbered at least for the foreseeable future. Ooh, do we have other characters in on this? We do. Well, he hasn't got a huge army either, so let's hope that's okay. Our grandson needs educating. We will use him for opinion. Buddhists are losing some troops to siege events, so it might not have been absolutely necessary to raise these mercenaries, but I think playing it safe is probably the best course of action here. It's hard being friends with someone more ambitious than yourself, and lately Nizam has been pushing me to exert my talents beyond my limits. So we can tell him to leave me alone, or say it's for my own good, which improves my opinion of him and gives me a chance of becoming ambitious, which is something I would definitely like. We didn't become ambitious, that's okay. we had a granddaughter who is quick, and you are telling me there is a traitor in the realm. So we can imprison our satrap, who is extremely happy with me, so I don't think we want to do that. So we'll slightly annoy Chief instead. Okay. So we almost have our army together here. Apparently never told you to start moving, so don't really want to wait for you to get here at this point. We'll just take the troops that we have and we'll go up in this direction, I think. Yeah, as it turns out, I think we probably would have been fine to stay in the war against Rajputana. Probably would have had time to beat the Buddhist uprising. Oh, there's a large army up here that we should be a bit concerned about. We can certainly go and deal with that, though, once we have these Buddhists taken care of. We have gained a better understanding of military matters during this battle, so we get faster military technology spread rate, which is okay, I suppose. Okay, we'll probably have to fight at least one more battle against these rebels. And then another. As the enemy scurries away from the battlefield like frightened rabbits, you wipe the sweat off your brow and watch in silence. It was a hard-fought melee, and you are in the thick of it, personally leading your men to victory. Not only have you won this battle, but also a great deal of respect. So 100 prestige. Pretty good. We somehow aren't at 100% in this war, though. I think we have completely wiped out the army. Oh, we are at 100%. There we go. You are going to be executed. And we probably aren't going to need our mercenaries to fight this battle, but we'll just keep them on long enough to do it anyway. And I expect that this will probably give enough war score to finish this war. If indeed we catch them. Which we will. Okay, so we'll dismiss the hired armies and then send our troops back home. But we have successfully defended our fellow Zunists. Let's see if he would accept vassalization now. Really, you're still minus 51? Seems we only get the plus 25% for... or plus 25 opinion for joining the war, or we don't get any additional opinion for single-handedly winning it for him. Oh well. We've been sent another preacher. The satrap here has declared war on this county, so he's expanding outside of his de jure duchy there, which I would rather he didn't do, but I guess we're going to gain some land out of it, so I'm not going to complain too much. And as for you, if you aren't going to accept a peaceful vassalization, you're going to have to accept a vassalization by force. Or at least we're going to take these two counties. Unfortunately, we aren't going to get the other one he has over here. But let's see, because we have quite a few levies, raised opinion penalties there, we'll probably just use our domain troops for this one. I think that will be perfectly sufficient. It is gonna cost us money, of course, but not too much. In fact, once we take out his army, I might just disband part of these so we can actually be making money. We are going to marry our daughter to this guy, which I think was the guy who just popped up as having formed a faction. That will help improve his opinion anyway. See if he leaves his faction. We'll name him our champion as well to make sure he's happy. Which I think should take care of it. And it did, okay. And our chief here has actually declared a conquest on the revolting county here, which is nice for him. Let's hope he wins that. Okay, our vizier has definitely improved his opinion enough at this point. Let's see who else we should be working on. He's out of his faction, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to improve his opinion even further. So we will do that. Your faithful and trusted hunting dog has finally taken his last breath. Long has he served you since you first received him as a puppy, but now it's time to bury your old friend. Oh, let's bury him quietly in the castle gardens. So we lose our health bonus from him, unfortunately. So let's see. I don't want to disband this whole army, but we can probably disband this much of it pretty safely. And hopefully get our income positive again. Even if just barely. Pains you to say there's a traitor in the realm, so we can imprison our chief of Birjand. Yeah, I suppose we'll imprison him. Oh, he was our Grand Vizier, I guess. Well, we'll appoint this guy instead. Send him to improve relations. And we need to give our granddaughter to somebody else for their education too. And we're off to hunt the great white tiger again, so let's do that. And I think we'll probably just go right up to... oh no, keep going there. But then there, then here. Let's go siege his capital. Probably the quickest way to victory here. We are ready to hunt the tiger. My daughter is of legal age and became a scholarly theologian. We could marry her to the satrap of Kerman for opinion, but he's already very happy with me and is pretty old anyway. So that's probably not really necessary. We can get an ally with the Khan of Khazaria, at least in 5 years. Sure. Let's do that. Guess he's relatively strong. 4,000 or so could be helpful. And we've taken out his army and are going to siege his capital, so this war should be no trouble to actually finish, but we're going to have to wait to do it in the next episode because we're out of time. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.